Alright. Bada bing, bada boom. It kind of was earlier, so. Goofy dog. Sleepy little thing. My goodness. My brain really wants to be yawning instead of waking up. Here, let me get this. You don't need that on no more. Yeah. There you go. Oh, goofy dog. Goofy little doggo. So what was that, doggo? Fucking hell. Here. Do this real quick. Fucking Safeway has shitty selection MC. Hey, what's up, man? I'm trying to see if YouTube's gonna be okay with me and cooperate. Seems like it kind of was yesterday or earlier this morning, so giving it a shout. At least, hopefully. Though I have, my suspicions it doesn't want to cooperate. Or at least, to the point where it will, but just enough to where I'm going to look like a Minecraft character. So, pixelation, woo! Just low resolution. But that's what I mean. Like, I bet if I start watching a video or some shit, it's just going to, like, throttle really bad. Because it did earlier when I was trying to do that. So, which, that's kind of a problem, especially if we want to, like, look at shit. But I don't know, maybe it'll just, like, have a hiccup at the, start of them, but, maybe it'll be fine. But I don't know. YouTube's been having this as kind of an issue. Now, I know it isn't on my end, streaming from a potato, and I'm still using the same phone that I was prior to when, like, everything was fine, so, and also my cell service data is literally at full bars, and, like, I don't have to, and that bill or whatever the fuck is not gonna, be until for next paycheck, so, but YouTube had an update on its app. I thought maybe that would help out a little bit, but apparently not. Was helping out to have some fingers crossed to where it'd be cool, but I guess not. So, which is annoying, but whatever. Well, at least, just power through it. Because, I mean, at a certain point, like, this shit's eventually gonna go away. I mean, eventually it'll work itself out, but it's still annoying. Because looking like I'm going for potato, looking like Minecraft. And it'd be lame as fuck. Oh, and I don't know what it was today, but dude, like, between, like, yesterday and today, there's just been fucking asshole galore motherfuckers at work today. Like, one of the people from the morning, one of my coworkers who normally closes with me happened to, he was doing mid today, and straight up got in his face, being like, no, it's closed, end of story. Move on from it. And he's like, oh, okay, left. And then there was, like, some dude who apparently was, like, a vendor at our store yesterday that, like a belligerent child threw a bunch of coleslaw at both the gals that were working yesterday around, like, 4. And I was there, but I was outside relieving the barbecue guy for his lunch, so I wasn't in there. But, man, motherfucker, glad that I wasn't. I will say that. I even found out, like, the assistant store director, he didn't even really do anything to, like, kick him out or find out anything about it outside of just, like, oh, sorry that happened, blah, blah, and just fucking, like, left before my kid eat coleslaw. Well, no, there's, like, this old man that, like, for the day, doing some shit earlier, and was trying to grab, like, some coleslaw or whatever, and just, like, he set the mood, too, by being an irritable fuck the entire time, from what I understood. And just, like, straight up, like, got pissed off about it, and was being like, why the fuck are you yelling at me, like, why are you being, belligerent, this and that, while he's literally being the loud, belligerent asshole, so it's off protesting too much. And then fucking, like, when, my, one of my other coworkers mentioned, it's like, hey, like, I don't have to take this, I don't necessarily have to serve you, and this is already after she did anyway. And he was like, well, fuck you then, and, like, chucked it, at a way to where it would try to hit her and, like, my other coworker, because she also starts stepping in at this point. And, but like I said, if I was in there, oh boy, especially if that shit happened, I would not give a fuck if I was fired or not. I'm just putting it at that, like that. I would not care. That's like shit I will not like fucking tolerate. Like I get that people can be dicks and shit, and that happens, but a lot of people, and the assistant store director basically all, but the main store, she found out about it and she pissed about it, from my understand either, or at least adequately. He just didn't. Like, and basically didn't give a fuck. If anything, almost kind of like, defended his ass more so than our coworkers and shit. So I guess, the profits mattered more than our fucking, employee safety, I guess. So fuck you too, dick. And considering that it was two chicks behind the counter, it's like, and it's like some old boomer fuck of a, old white guy. It's like, I wonder where, I wonder what bias is going on there. Old curmudgeon, like, annoyed ass, old ass boomer white fuck, just like, mad at the world because, oh, I'm being replaced or some bullshit, probably. And fucking, like some weird great replacement theory garbage that he probably believes in. And fucking, wants to take it out on, like, these damn woke women's taking our, good job, like mine. Now I'm just some independent contract vendor barely getting paid shit. Boo. It's like, it's like, fuck you too, dude. Incandescent light bulbs, fuck yeah. Oh, I saw this on Abandoned Hope earlier today, dude. The Second Amendment of MAGA conservative. Dude, I saw this on Abandoned Hope earlier. This is literally just some white supremacist racist shit, bro. You want to look at it? Here, what's actually on? I saw TJ react to Abandoned Hope. Like, I mean, what the fuck? Incandescent light bulbs, fuck yeah. Which, hell yeah, dude. Black conservatives are so damn awesome, busting with pride at our movement. Immigrants less for freedom. I salute those who want to be constitutional Americans. Passing on my freedoms to my wife's black son is what my America's about. Which I don't even get this. Like, I mean, isn't like this MAGA Chuck conservative going to be against, like, that don't tread on gay? I mean, yeah, don't tread on the gay, but this guy would not. This dude would not be fucking, like, he would not be the guy. YouTube be bouncing all over the place. God damn it. See what I mean? See what I mean? Like, YouTube. Everybody have to prove I'm not racist. I'm not racist. Being white is not relevant. And I'm not. Yeah, again, this is basically literally like a white nationalist fucking meme. That's essentially is what it is. It's literally just a fucking Nazi meme. It's a cartoon made by bad guy souls complaining about libertarians. I mean, well, not really, because the quote-unquote libertarian is wearing a MAGA hat. So, this is really like Nazis being mad that, like, there are conservatives who might be kind of moderate, but still MAGA, because they're not full-on, like, white supremacist Nazis. Like, this is basically because, like, Nazis think, these, like, half, like, conservative, like, the weak version of being conservative is, like, somehow... Like that's the problem, It's like, yeah, the fact they're conservative, yeah, that ain't the issue. It's the fact that, like, they might be moderate on certain things, like border issues or great place. Like, that's basically is what it is. Like, they think there's like elements of the MAGA movement apparently that are just like, I don't know. I just see or some shit. I don't know. Man, it's annoying that YouTube still wanted to be shit. You know what would be really exceptionally fucking stupid if it was like literally some random setting that just like changed randomly, and that's all it really took was just changing a setting. That would be truly fucking just like a wow moment. But why do I feel like that would be the case? Just because YouTube's not exactly doing very great. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Because, I mean, I've noticed that, like, with other streams, like, I mean, they wouldn't really be a problem. But I don't really have, I mean, I haven't noticed it since I updated the app earlier today. So I don't know if, like, they maybe solved some of it. But, I mean, just from what it seems like, I mean, it really just seems like, something on YouTube's end. Because, I mean, there's at least nothing about the settings on Streamlabs that's out of the ordinary. Because I have looked at that, a bunch of times. And I mean, I don't know where I could look on YouTube's side of things, to see what it could be. But I'm assuming maybe it'll be there. We automatically changed the setting to improve the user experience. Oh my god, I bet it is that. Because I won't be surprised when it comes to like desktop streaming and shit, where yeah, they probably did help Streamlabs some things, but hey, this type of shit, could like, I don't know, probably use some improvements. Because I mean, like, this really makes it a little difficult to like react to like memes and things in the world, especially like every time I open up like the screen, it like throttles further. I mean, there is kind of a back of my mind, of me wondering if there is something on Streamlabs' end. But I can't really, like, fickle fuck with it right now, like, while it's going on. I mean, that's kind of the issue, but at least, from everything I see, it hasn't changed, so I don't know what the fuck it could be. Maybe it's that I might need to change something, for it to cooperate. I don't fucking know. It's still really annoying. Because, like, especially when you don't know where really the source is coming from. Like, you don't know if it's just because, like, it's one of the apps being weird, or if it's, like, your cellular data or anything. When there's, like, legit, like, nothing that strikes out of the ordinary outside of, like, oh, well, there's just kind of a throttled situation happening now. And I know for a fact it ain't my cell data, because when I'm doing streams on Instagram, they're fine. I mean, a little clunky, I guess, just because, they pause every time I split screen shit and all that, but, whatever. Yeah, like, that's just kind of the quirk of Instagram. I wonder if there's a way for me to, like, do Instagram streams via fucking Streamlabs. I wonder if that's a possibility. I'll have to see. An astroturfing Christian organization spent a fuck ton of money on Super Bowl ads. Frankly, I didn't pay attention to anything Super Bowl related, so no. But you did intrigue me now. What? A bunch of, like, a Christian organization, of course, exempt, used a bunch of their tax-exempt fucking money to astroturf the Super Bowl? Heard about from Reddit. I mean, I got a new account on Reddit, but I haven't really, like, recurated it to my, to my liking yet. So, I probably haven't seen it quite yet. But honestly, I'm not really that surprised. I mean, these corporations and organizations are always fucking, like, astroturfing whatever they can with their investments and shit, because it's meant to be, they're buying an ad slot, which for the Super Bowl can go up to fucking millions of dollars, depending on where you have that ad placement. Like, because, like, if it's, like, an ad sometime during the halftime show, or something, like, that's going to be worth a fucking couple mil. But if it's, like, an ad, as the game is about to start or some shit, at least or at least in a sense of, like, maybe, like, $7,500,000, or maybe, like, fucking $800,000 or something. But shit, when it comes to those fucking ads, like the fuck Pretty Penny, full on fucking like it's a whole thing. Like, and there's a whole big fucking marketing just in that alone. So it's pretty wild when it comes to that shit. And there's a lot of different groups and organizations and companies that essentially try to uh astroturf a lot of their bullshit. There's a new super cringe billboard in Hillsborough advertising Epoch Times. Oh god, gross, dude. I remember my train trip to Seattle where some obviously kind of weird chakra crystal lady came up to me and showed me an Epoch Times article, and I was immediately like, yeah, I've heard they're honestly not really super trustworthy, but I'm sure that article's fine, I guess. I just kind of try to play it off, as much as possible because I really didn't want to have that conversation or interact with her at all. So, she kept coming up to me, and that was the thing. Like, for some reason, she noticed me and decided to hang out with me a couple times, and I'm just like, who are you again? Like, if I remember, I think she was literally just like some independent, worked for like one of these organizations and just happens, or some shit. Like, I remember that much. I remember her mentioning like she works for some other org and travels around the country and shit. Your chin was temporarily yeeted by YouTube. It like disappeared in pixel goop for 5 seconds. My chin? Whoa, dude. Honestly, if it really ends up becoming more of a fucking issue, because it's gonna annoy me, like, not because of you bringing it up, but because of YouTube specifically about this. Like, I might just legit switch this to Instagram low key. Be like, this is driving me nuts. But, well, because I guess it doesn't matter, if we can look at shit or not. If it's just gonna be pixelated goop, looking like a fucking Minecraft character or some shit, like, like a TV but Minecraft edition. It's like, ugh. Is there at least, rather have some, like decent visually or whatever, even see what through it, because I mean, it's like, eventually there's going to be a day where I'll just be fine and I don't have to worry about it, hopefully. But a pixel with Ted Cruz's whiny voice. So want me to have the whininess? It's me. I'm thank you. I got fucking yeah. You could try to clear data on YouTube app. Do you have to end the stream for that? Did you update the app? Yeah, I did. Clear data on the YouTube app. Well, I probably wouldn't be able to. I could probably. Well, I'm doing the stream via Streamlabs directly, so I don't think that would. Oh, I mean, I'm on. Specifically, really matters, for the app itself. That is it. Oh wait, here. Clear data in the Streamlabs app. I don't know what data it would have. Okay. Yeah, nothing in here is really mentioning it. Connected apps? Nope. Trying to see what in here would work. Nope, not that. Oh, come on. There we go. This. Yeah, at least nothing directly on the app itself is showing anything. At least nothing that, would have it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Trying to see if there, potentially would be like maybe something on the settings, but I guess not. I don't think there'd be anything on YouTube Creator Studio either. I doubt that. Oh, can't open multi-window. Well, fuck you too then. Yeah, this isn't really showing me anything either. I don't know. Yeah, that didn't show me much either. Which that's also really fucking annoying, but whatever. Yeah, see, this is the issue with it. It's like there isn't really much that is like, there for me to kind of work with. That's the problem with it. Seriously? Thirtha? How's this boat clogged? How in the hell is this clogged? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep some tunes in the background a little bit. This gets. So at least, that's fine. I'm at least gonna try to get the attempt to maybe push through and maybe get a react to something. Because if it just like has like a little throttle moment, but then it just like kind of pops back up, while doing so, then we'll just have to deal with the fucking, bullshit for a little bit, I guess. Because I know it can't be the fuck. If I have full bars, like, then that sure shit doesn't make sense. Like, cause it's not even like, like one bar down or anything. It's like full, like, like strength, dude. Holding out like a fucking redwood, when it comes to my data right now. So it's like, it certainly ain't that. It would be really odd if it was. If it is, I wonder how. Because that would be weird. Especially with it being weirdly selective of YouTube specifically about that. Versus, like, Instagram or really any other platform. So, I don't know. It's ridiculous, but that's why I think at least, I have it kind of in my mind narrowed down to what it could be, but it's still really ridiculous, like I said, just because. Also on my end, I mean, I don't know whether or not it's like, what gets potentially cut out and what doesn't. That's another annoying thing. Like, there's an off chance that, like, I could literally be like, and then it's like a circled for like 5 seconds, and then I'm just like, all of a sudden, like jumped ahead, without hearing like half of what I just said. So it's like that's gonna be annoying. But at least that isn't really as much of an issue, so much as the video aspect of things. So, which considering that, I mean, it really has to be YouTube. Because YouTube would be the one processing like the video, audio, and everything. Like Streamlabs just only putting it out there, like as I look at it. So yeah, it really has to be YouTube. Like the more I think about this weird, stupid bullshit, the more I think it's on their end. But I just also don't get why it's like weirdly selective, and also specifically like my channel too. Because I noticed this isn't really nowhere near as much of a problem with other channels that I watch. Like it might, have its issues occasionally, but those usually get resolved and also seem to be kind of selective where a lot of people don't really have that issue as much and some people do. And so it's just, YouTube needs to but it really does. It actually has like a serious like, put this on the fucking front burner issue to deal with here. Because I feel like this problem has only been getting worse. Because this isn't necessarily the first time where even on my channel this shit's happened. Maybe not for like this consistently though, but it certainly has been an issue here before too. I'm wondering if maybe there is something on like my end that I could probably do via Streamlabs. I doubt it, but yeah, let's see. Disconnect protection. Yeah, that wouldn't be it. Wish, but let's play mode. Land streaming. Yeah, no. Output, resolution, max video bitrate, stream status indicator. Yeah, nothing in this. I mean, there's a max video bitrate, but that ain't gonna really do anything to help. I mean, I could have the bitrate on this bad boy like go max, super max mode if I really wanted to. Expected frame rates. I mean, that ain't gonna really. And the output resolution, I mean, I had it on 720p before, and I dropped it down to 480p, thinking maybe that would help, and that apparently didn't really do much. So I don't think it's that. Platform settings, maybe. Let's see. Hide viewer count and hide chats. Yeah, that doesn't help me. Advance. A lot of land stream settings. Buffer cache window. Window. Well, here. It's already at 5 seconds. So I don't know. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, everything's already fairly like. Yeah, everything's all. As far as I'm aware here. Remote control? What the fuck? Okay, that doesn't help. Alright, that sure shit does not help. Yeah, it's. I mean, at least on Streamlabs' part, yeah, there's nothing really out of the ordinary there either. Certainly nothing that would help me in the situation right now. So, I mean, because at least everything else, like, it's. I mean, the only thing I could think of is maybe, like, lower the bitrate thing, but that's just, like, the max bitrate, though. Like, I mean, that's not, like, that's, like, how high it could go, when it comes to, like, limiting, it shit, but, like, that doesn't really help with, it's being, like, boosted or not. I don't know. Again, it's kind of annoying. I guess not really to the point where it's saying fuck it, just up. The KPPS, like it's at like it goes between like 600, like 500 to like 800. It looks like, give or take. And then it'll like drop down to like 400 or something, for a minute or two, and then it'll go back up. So it seems like it's somewhat better, but I mean, there was a moment where it was at like 30 or like 80 or 90 instead, and it's like, oof. Because now it might take a dip at like 300 or something, and that's probably where it kind of gets a little choppy. But if it's just low resolution, then I mean, whatever, I guess. But fuck, it's still annoying. I mean, because no one comes here for like looking at like a fucking Minecraft character, unless that's what they want. Oh, you're so cute. Look at you. You're so adorable. Oh, so sweet. Sweet little doggo. Too bad you'll look like a pixelated mess, too. Kinda need to do that. Seems a little empty. I don't think I would, I think I'd be very disappointed on trying to light that up. I mean, I bet if I put the flame in there long enough, I'm sure some of the resin inside of it would start cooking, but that would be gnarly and nasty, and I don't want that. That would be gross. Part of me is now thinking, might as well try to see about the gamble of react thing, and hopefully, like, be able to maybe look at something. But I don't know. we'll shoot for the moon, and hopefully at least make orbit. Let's see if we can make orbit. Here. Let's see what can be pontificated on 2 p.m. Let's see. P5 Guess we could use some moist critical. We always like to kind of use them to warm up a little bit. 2 different videos today. Falling for the scam is sad. Beware of jelking. Jelking? What the fuck is that? Once. Oh shit! This is 160 minutes. The other one's 9. Yeah. I'm kind of curious about the scam situation. I always like delving into the world of scams sometimes. So let's shoot for the moon. Hope we can make orbit around Earth. Let's see. Let's see how bad this gets throttled or all that shit. I'll at least kind of let it give it a moment because it seems like it kind of like takes a little bit of a dump, like immediately, and then it will kind of pop back up. So we'll give it a second. At least from what I can get, a little bit. Yeah, I kind of did there for a second. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at that fucking bit ratio, so I'm just going to let it sit here for a second to see where that goes. Oh, yeah, see, okay, now it popped up. Yeah, so it seems like it's only momentary. Big dumps, presidential jumps, tremendous. Yeah, I kind of figured it was going to do that. That's why that's why I didn't play the video yet. I think that it kind of means we're probably going to have to pause this a lot. and then I'll just but whatever. It's a law of relativity or something. Dude, I love it. Dude, honestly, the more, Moist Critical's hair gets longer, the more I love it. I swear to God, if every time I interact with the fucking video, it takes a dump, I'm not going to be happy. Because I literally zoomed in like this, and that shit went boom. Because I'm eyeballing that right now. Because that's kind of like, because I noticed once it goes down a certain rate, that's when it gets really choppy. Like, low resolution, fine. Live at that. There's a certain in a bar where it starts getting choppy aspect. Yeah. So I'm just going to have to eyeball that while we do this, I guess. And just push through it. Because fuck it. I mean, I can't let this throttling bullshit stop me. And the thing is, I wouldn't really be surprised, like, if once I'm done streaming, actually the resolution of everything ends up being okay. So I don't know. I mean, obviously the parts where it does get choppy, I might like just skip a little bit, because I noticed that with like some of the other streams that went on for like 5 minutes or whatever, because I'm just having to suffer with it. So I don't know. If it gets too long, you must think I think I sent that guy before on the Telegram before. Dude, yeah, he's like the rare Florida man who's cool. He just goes yoink. He just yoinks random critters for the memes. Like, if anything, the wildlife of Florida is afraid of him. Gators are afraid of him, not the other way around. Like, dude, Florida men, dude, those people of Florida be built different, dude. What? I don't know what manga it is. Never seen it on Telegram. I found it on Reddit and sub to YouTube. Yeah, gators flee from him. They do. They do flee from him. They can't handle the power that is, that guy. Just out here, the Florida Eagle is trying to find the 20-foot python. Oh, look at this little puppy. Yoink. Just grabs, like, this little fucking, like, random lizard, and the lizard's like, ah! Mouth wide open, like, how dare you, human? Ah! They're just, like, freaking the fuck out or something. Dude, I love... YouTube's reminding me he's still alive. Cool. I think that's a meme, too. I think there's been people that have, like, a couple thousand likes on comments that have said the same thing. So that's kind of like a recurring meme with, like, the little community that's kind of built up following the guy. It's like, oh shit, he's still alive. Florida has not claimed him yet. Is it me, or is there a fucking washer machine in his room? Is that a washer machine? What is that? What the fuck is this? Is that a washer machine? Quench your thirst? Is that a fridge? What is this? What the fuck is that? It's just a bidet? There ain't no way, dude. Dude, wait, yo. Gamer subs? What is this? What is that thing? Is this a, wait, it's an arcade machine of some sort. Wait, what? What? What the fuck is that thing? Is that I do, well, actually, it's going to the mic. Never mind, goddammit. I was about to be like, yo, shit. Busting up 9,000. Yo, Monarch, so, do you have a theory about why YouTube is being dumb? Because, you could probably tell the resolution shit. And it's probably gonna be a bumpy road, trying to react to this. But, is there a theory to this, potentially? Because, the last, 30-something minutes, I've been kind of trying to ponder it, and I'm just like, at this point, I'm trying to move on, but now that you're here, I kind of want to know if you have a theory about it. I don't know if you can see it in the corner. I'm sure the pixelation doesn't help with my screen either. But, like, can you turn down the resolution? I did. I already did, too. That's the thing. I actually did. Like, it was at, like, 720, and I turned it down to 480. I mean, I really don't want to turn it down further, but, I mean, I guess if I have to, I suppose. But the thing is, I guess it doesn't really matter because YouTube's like already at like 240p with me at this point. So I don't know. Hey, what the fuck was that? Hey, I don't know. No. Did you try to update the Streamlabs app? It doesn't need an update. I looked it up and it just says open. YouTube had an update though, so I updated that, and obviously it didn't really help. I was thinking maybe updating the YouTube app would probably help, but I guess it didn't. And the thing is, if I streamed directly to YouTube, I literally wouldn't be able to react to anything. I just would be here, and also probably way more zoomed in. Like, so, I mean, it's... I mean, I guess I could technically do this via Instagram, but the problem is, like, we wouldn't be able to see, Moist Critical's luscious mane. Or anything else that I potentially want to react to. So your phone or YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's YouTube because I got full bars. Like, I don't know if you can see it in the corner. Like, here, I'll do this so you can kind of see my little finger in the little screen. I don't know if you can look, like, above that little box, but I have my little battery logo and a percentage to it, but right next to it is the bars, and they're literally on complete full. Like, I'm in a very high dinner. Well, Jesus Christ, I don't even know what else. I'm in from my pop's phone. What, a flip phone? Try streaming from a flip phone where the quality will be worse. Okay. My dad's phone is a flip phone. That just straight up ain't gonna work. It would actually be literally impossible. Or if you have a second account, you can stream better there. Your dad has a flip phone? Boomer. Dude, he does. And he's been thinking about maybe getting a bigger one because they do have big flip phones for people that are kind of smartphone, enabled, essentially, and unable to use smartphones or just have, or whatever, and so they do have, like, some big flip phones and shit that do exist out there, and he's been thinking about trying to upgrade one of those because he legit cannot handle a smartphone of any form. Like, if he, was trying to deal with my phone, he would not be able to deal with it. He unironically would be incapable of doing such. It really is. I kind of laugh. I know boomers, tend to be not really the most. Jesus Christ, dad is unironically more savvy than him. My granddad is unironically more tech savvy than my dad. And more than me, too. But, I mean, he is. So, one of my coworkers has a flip phone. I'm under suspicion it was ward off their 5G, but I haven't been able to definitively determine. Come back with more study and research. Go out there in the wild and study this specimen that you've been tracking. And see what your research concludes. The way you just commented that, it made it sound like you're like David Attenborough, like about to, making a fucking documentary about some new species we discovered, bro. Dude, the way you described that, man. What the fuck? What the hell, man? I love it. Oh, shit. Well, I guess even despite the choppiness, I suppose we should be okay with, playing the video. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess we can't have ourselves wait, much longer. I mean, Moist Critical, essentially staring us in a very Minecraft pixelated form, can only it can only, satiate us, for so long. I mean, we're going to need to, like, get down to that bone marrow, you know what I'm saying? get a little bit more to the meats and gristles. I don't think he is going to talk about it because I think deep down he knows he's being stupid. He's the same guy who eats a fuck ton of apricot pits and is anti-vax. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, dude, what? Apricot pits? I mean, not that I think that's a big deal, I guess. But obviously, the fact that you specifically mentioned that means that it obviously is like something that he thinks it's like some supplement for something. And of course, anti-vax. Well, that's self-explanatory. He's very regarded in being a massive fucking idiot. So, yeah, I mean that sums him up pretty well. By the way, at the bar, I noticed that like some fuck, like, because I still have another sticker. Why am I flubbing up words? Jesus Christ! But I still have one of these. But the one that I put at the in the bar bathroom, some fuck crossed out this shit, and it's just like, God damn it, who's this fucking prick? Who's the prick who did that? Of course, it shall never. But motherfucker. No other sticker that I put, in that bar so far has been touched, but of course, a very controversial sticker on there. Someone's like, it offends me. How dare that flag be in my presence? You know what? I don't even give a fuck what anyone says. Palestinian flag, pretty fucking cool. I'm not even gonna lie. It actually looks cool. Aesthetically, it's pleasing to the eye. I love that red, green, white, and black, like that like color combo of aesthetically in any form is pretty cool. I mean, and also like that little triangle on the side, and then you got like the black, white, and green. Like that, it's an aesthetically cool looking flag. It's just a nice flag. I like it. And there also are different, like variations of that same flag, and honestly, the other variations of them where they have like maybe like an emblem or like maybe like Palestine / Israel kind of there or something, or if some other symbolism or some shit. Like honestly, like any variation that has like a little emblem in like the red spot or like somewhere else or some shit, even more top tier. It's just a fucking dope flag, dude. Simple but dope. And sometimes you just need simplicity. Simplicity can be best sometimes. He does think some sort of supplements, but I haven't been able to decipher for what. Explanation doesn't make sense. Like when it comes to your health, because if he's trying to eat the pits, then he's probably thinking like whatever's nutritional about apricots is like harnessed in like its essence and like the like in the like in the pits, so he eats them as a way to, like I don't know, like that's my guess. And the thing is, whether you eat a pit or not, like I don't really think it matters. I think it only really matters if you happen to be allergic to or to certain things when it comes to like those ingredients, because some people for example can eat olives, but they're allergic to the pits, so obviously they will be pitted or depitted basically, right? So it's like but there are plenty of olives that aren't like that, and people eat those just straight up too. So I don't know. I mean, I don't really think there's a difference one way or the other, but I think it's weird, how hard apricot pits are. He must ground them up or some shit. He probably does. Or maybe he soaks them overnight, in some water and like, and chews on them or something. I don't know. Like, that's why I'm trying to figure it out, because, like, obviously, like, because it's not necessarily, to me, it's not really like, not good to eat or some shit or whatever, or like use as a seasoning or whatever. I don't know. Like, I mean, to me, that's not really what is inherently unusual. It's the fact that he like thinks there's like some sort of a supplemental value to it, which there isn't. I mean, and if anything, yeah, you're right. Like, apricot pits are hard as fuck. They're basically like a nut. Let's talk about one time how Bezos gave him a solid discount. They sell apricot pits online? Dude, anyone. Oh, man. Okay. Weird, but whatever. I mean, what you're describing certainly is weird, like you said, because I do think it is. Like, why is it going out of its way for apricot pits, man? That's so strange. Like, if I was eating an apricot and there was a pit in there and I decided, eat the pit too, or at least try to, I guess, at that point, then, whatever. But, like, I mean, I wouldn't do it anyway because they're basically like a fucking nut for all time. It's like you're trying to chew on a rock. It's like, good luck with that. Because it's basically just a seed. I mean, as far as I'm aware. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, especially for an apricot, yeah, they're going to be kind of hard. Seeds tend to have, like, a shell like that. Does this mean anything? You have to create a custom stream key and set it to accept a manual resolution. You do this in Lightroom where you can select a stream key. I think that's when you set it up. But I set this up such a long time ago, like it automatically kind of connects everything and shit. So, and the thing is, this wasn't a problem until I had my appeal granted, with YouTube. Before that, it wasn't a problem. This has been a problem after I got my appeal. So I have full have. That's why I'm. Hey, like because this person in the past has had multiple strikes, even though we've appealed them. Obviously, this channel's problematic, so let's throttle the platform a little bit, or some shit. I don't know, like deprioritize, the server bandwidth, with this channel, or something. Because not audio is messing up. God damn it. Oh yeah, I noticed a dip there. Yeah, it dipped for a second. That's why I didn't look at the fucking KPS rating and didn't realize it took a dip. And now it's all the way back up. Well, up, relative speaking. It's up from, plus something KPS or KBBS or whatever the fuck. So it would be fine. Even while, in fact, it was never even hit, when attempting to watch a video, which we haven't even started yet. So I can't even wait to see what the fuck that's going to sound like or look like. Oh, gee Louise. That's going to be fun. Oh my fucking god. This that's what I mean with this fucking, like, that's why I have, like, the, tinfoil hat mode, where it's like, man, are they just, like, hitting my channel specifically or something? If that's even possible. Maybe. I mean, there's like a couple of stream. Let's try streaming from one of your old channels to get a definitive answer. I don't even really have access to any of my old channels anymore. But this story a problem about? Is this like a problem that other people have had in the past? Okay, now just I'll go back up. I feel like this is something that, make a burner channel, test it on. Well, I don't know if it would be able to work, See, this, like, I mean, the problem is, especially just strictly being on mobile, like, like, I would have to go through a bunch of fucking hoops, to deal with it. That's kind of the issue. Like, to have, like, like a little burner channel, I would have to at least, get, some people sub to it and all this other shit connected, with the Streamlabs here as well. But also that means I would have to like sign out, and sign in, and like it's or at least sign in with a different account or something. Like it would take a minute, to test it out, but you can't get your access to the cringe ignore Bjorn or whatever the fuck. Yeah, well, it's from like an old. Like it's from one of my emails I don't even fucking remember the passport the password of. So, I mean, now it really seems like it's being more of a fucking issue. That's really seeming to be more of a fucking problem right now. I don't fucking know. Whoa. Look great now. So what the So what the fuck? So was it like could it be a Streamlabs thing? Because now I'm fucking wondering. Because I don't think it could be, but you know what? Maybe like uninstall and reinstall the app. Reinstall. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'll do that. But I'll just deal with that later. I'm thinking, instead I'll probably at least just switch over to Instagram for now. Just because it's just becoming a little bit too much of an issue. And even though we can't see the videos, I guess at the very least we can fucking listen to it. So and not have problems. So that might be it. So just kind of save time for transitionary purposes. I'll just deal with that when I finish streaming over there, I guess. Because I don't know, like. I mean, at least until then, I mean, that's the only other thing I could kind of think of right now. Because even it's because now I have two ideas going on. Like, it's either YouTube being stupid and they need to figure some shit out on their end, and I'm just kind of SOL till then, or maybe some tinfoil hat theory, or it's Streamlabs glitching out, and I just need to reinstall the app, and hopefully that fixes it. And if not, then I think that rules out Streamlabs being the issue. Because, I mean, at least with everything else, outside of, like, the kilobyte per second rating or whatever the fuck, I mean, like, everything else is fine. At least on Streamlabs end. So, I mean, trying to narrow down the options, or at least, the theories here, so... I'm at least, thinking, at least until then, we'll at least, try some other ideas, but it kind of comes and goes. And I'm noticing that. It literally continues to fucking roller coaster. It was being more steady earlier, now it's just... Now it just keeps fucking flopping around like a fish. Like, literally for the last hour, it was actually being kind of okay, but now for, like, kind of the, but now the fucking, like last 10 minutes is just declined. It's the bit rate. Well, I know it's the bit rate. That's why I've been paying attention to it. And especially now with like the last like 10 minutes, it's just like, it'll kind of go up for a little bit. It's just being weird. streaming on an alt account that one of us could watch to confirm is the best way. Yeah, I do have I guess like a second channel that I've never used that doesn't have any subscribers on it. But it's literally like a weird, silly fucking meme of a name. It's like basically like a gamer tag from like the Xbox 360 days. It's XXX underscore Kyle with a 3 underscore Kalinsky with the I's being ones, and then underscore XXX. Again, it's literally like a gamer tag channel. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. It's honestly very cringe. No subs to it either, but I made that to be like a meme channel for like, the secular talk community, but I never really gained traction. Why you did my boy dirty? Dude, you should wait, did you find it? Because if you found it, I mean, dude, the profile pic is pretty funny. It was also back when the MLG memes were a really big thing too on YouTube. So, rip D meme meta. Oh wait, did he thought you were getting a job at Firefox or something? Quentin Zuck for the Mozilla Firefox, dude. Should probably way more. You probably should just get it Insta, just at least on the Virtue, just to follow me potentially. That was possibly going back to Chipzilla. Chipzilla. Where that is Mozilla. Mornax starts putting Chungus reels on. Dude, you know what, Mornax? You should. You should put some. Dude, I should do that. Like if I get some squirrel pics, feeding squirrels, or the scrub jays, or any of the burbs and shit. Dude, I should do that. I need, I need more of a reason to be using Instagram anyway. Get my shit out there more. Oh fuck, dude, we just had a major boost. I was thinking, oh shit, did YouTube like automatically fix something and now it just like helped? But see, what the fuck? Dude, this weird shit is annoying me. Because like, I'll see that, bitrate go up and actually be good for a second, and I'll be like, motherfucker, dude. Yeah. I need to post my Squirrel Chronicle videos. You should. I need to do that too. Because I got some on my old phone, I still need to switch over onto the SD card that's on this phone and shit. And then I also got some that are on the SD card and on the new phone too. And dude, one of them, they're not like chill with me quite yet, but they're pretty much there. Like, I mean, they'll come up and check me out and just kind of stare at me, hang out and all that shit. But every time they do that, this little bro, I never have nuts. I don't have peanuts for him. So I got some nuts now. So hopefully, tomorrow, I'll see that little guy wandering around, get his attention, and maybe see if he'll come up and get some out of my hand even. Because if so, that would be dope. Because I think I'm getting close. I think I'm actually finally getting close to where one of them might just be coming up to my hand and picking them out of my hand or something. I mean, it's taken a while. It's taken like over a year, but we're getting there. Little fuckers around here are kind of picky about it. Oh, Jesus Christ, took a fat... Okay, this is driving me nuts. I want to at least see what this whole falling for the scam is sad situation or whatever the fuck. So, yeah, but now just boost it up again. Okay, this is driving me nuts. The literal roller coaster is insane. It's actually pissing me off. Hey, I guess we can listen, to some shit instead of looking at it, I guess, even though that's well, just as much as bullshit as this, but whatever. At least that's tolerable. Like, aye. Is this what I get for going from Wajiki to the Zuck? I get the Wajiki to the Zuck, dude. Is that what's going on? Aye. But whatever. At the very least, like, I should at least make being, driving, kind of get back into Reddit's good gracious now that I have a new account there, and also get a Blue Sky account. Dynamic bitrate, wherever that setting is. Dynamic bitrate. I didn't see anything about that specifically, but I could go take a look just to make sure. I'm assuming that'd be here, yeah. Stream status indicators, switch between okay, well, it already does that. I think that might be a setting I would have to hit, after, I'm done or something. I don't know. I'll kind of fiddle fuck with it a little bit just to make sure, but I have no idea. Man, with me, there's always fucking something, isn't there? Like, I fucking yay, man. If it ain't YouTube false hitting me with bullshit, it's like, fucking throttling, it's fucking, like, it's just bullshit. Like, sometimes chats never go through. I post a comment that's like innocuous, never wants to send it because, like, the algorithm's dumb. Just like, dude, this platform is just absurd. It just is, bro. What's so annoying, it's like, it just, all it takes is just like fixing like all these glaring fucking issues that everyone obviously bitches about. And it really wouldn't be that bad of a platform, but oh my god, it is, I swear to like, they basically just left it to an AI algorithm to just like run shit, and everyone's now having little mimosas in their fucking office or some shit. It's like there's noise on the line. Noise on the line? Wait, is there like a background noise now? Now I want to hear this. I honestly just want to see, like, like how bad we're having to deal with this. Oh shit! Wait, hold on. Oh fuck! Before I start it, oh no! Wait! Bluetooth turn. Oh shit! Wait, hold on. Oh fuck! Before I start it, oh no! Wait! Well, at least it seems like, the resolution is a little low, but at least it seems fine there. But I did kind of get it where my bitrate was boosted a bit. Reminds me when I go online with my modem on the phone line, my sister would pick up the phone to scream and go nuts. Oh my god. Yeah, it certainly is just ridiculous. It kind of undermines the whole point of, like, doing the whole shebang, but okay. Oakley dokely. Man, when DFF does their onion nuggets on Tuesday, I'm gonna send them, like, at least, I don't really have too much money left for the rest of the week, but at least I have $5 to spare. I'm gonna be like, got my repeal granted, because I know the last time they did an onion nuggets, I was sending them my plight in super chats, and they end up talking about it for like 30 fucking minutes, which made me feel good. But and a little cathartic. But now this shit's happening. I wonder if, like, they've had to deal with this. Well, you know what? Actually, now that I'm remembering, there's been times where they've definitely have had to deal with the shit too, before. I mean, luckily not that often, but I know they have in the past. Actually, I remember there's been a few Paul ideologies, before that channel got hit, where their dead ass would be straight up fucking, like, like, some streams that would be as bad as bunk as this, and he'd just be like, well, fuck. And you'll switch it around, and then it'll be fine. So it's like, I don't know. Like, It's absurd. It'd be ridiculous. My dad has a long-standing beef with Comcast. We had a dial-up internet when I was in middle school because it was that or Comcast. Oh my god. Oof. I think this is at least a good, especially exceptional excuse to maybe see at least maybe if my data might have something to do with this too, and like at least just try to get like a Wi-Fi, connection going on and get that shit back. Because at least on like some of the at least when it comes to some shit to improve the house with and stuff, and that it has been something that more so on the back burner, but at least something that's been talked about between me and my mama. But I know she owes like the upload rate could be shitty. Well, I mean, if it's at full bar, well, the thing is, on Instagram, my streams are fine. Like, they're not really, like, buffering or shitty and have this problem. So, and also when it comes to, like, everything else, I mean, even, like, uploading a video or something, then yeah, exactly. Instagram would also have this problem, too, which they don't. So, that's why I say I know for a fact it ain't my data, because I literally have full bars right now. Like, and it has not changed, like, being here. Like, so. YouTube Streamlabs, yeah. Well, anyway, here, I'll have this bowl load up, so when I start the, Insta, I guess. Which, Marks, I know I don't think you have an Insta yet, but you might as well start one up, just so you can upload your squirrels and shit. Have a little archive for them and all that. I need to do that, too. And then, yeah, I guess I'll just be over there, because this throttling shit is starting to get ridiculous, and, is this not weed-friendly? No, they are. Well, you can't, like, talk about selling, buying, and stuff like that. So I can smoke it, but I can't talk about, like, yeah, I'm selling this and shit like that, which obviously I'm not, but, so there, it's kind of like a little up in the air. Like, if I was, like, posting, like, specifically weed content and that was it, that would be, I think, one thing. But just because I happen to smoke some weed, while doing a live, I don't think that's a problem. I'm surprised this suck didn't make you get a gram when you started working for him. Well, I don't think it's like required to have an account, for him or some shit. Unless, I don't know, I guess unless you work on a certain level of, the business. I mean, if you're like, moderator, or an admin on the, server end of shit, you maybe have an account, but like if you're just like some IT guy, working some other shit behind the scenes, that doesn't really involve like being on Facebook's like surface end of things. You probably don't need one. But I don't know. Like, I don't know how all that shit works. It's kind of out of my forte. Probably forbidden from closing my Facebook account. Yeah, it's like you have an NDA where it's like you'll never close your Facebook account ever. Well, and also, hey, that makes it easy for you to set it up too, because you could just link it to your Facebook and it'll automatically just be boop. There you go. If you don't want to do that, you could email or some shit, because that's how I did it. Set it up with my email, because I didn't want to set it up with one of my old ass fucking Facebooks that I have to try to figure out how to log into and all that shit. Because I don't use that anymore. And honestly, Venom knows, the last time I used my Facebook more than I do. Because I remember it being like 2016 or something, but apparently to him, he's like, it was like 2018. And I'm just like, how do you know that? I'm like, well, I just, like twice a year. Yeah, I don't even anymore. Like, I can understand maybe logging into it just so you can, like, link an account, to something just so it's easy. But, just, like, but that's about it. And I already do that with my email, so I don't really need to, like, do that, with Facebook or anything else. Venom stalking. To be fair, it kind of was, but, he's a friend, so whatever. He knows my name. It's him. I don't really give a fuck. I trust him, enough to obviously know he's not going to just like leak that information out or some shit. It's like, I mean, he's a bro to me, so whatever. Ain't a big deal to me. I mean, it feels like if it was legit somebody else, then yeah, that'd be a problem. Dude, for real, bro. Facebook, started as like, for college hipster kids. And now it's just straight up for boomers and all that shit. Can't prove it was him, but someone put your real address and number on an imposter account. Said where you worked. Wait, what? Really? Wait, hold on. Well, actually, hold on. We technically had 2 Facebook accounts. Husky Ignore person. Yeah, I do remember him. Andy No. Well, the thing is, I was doxxed by Andy No. And frankly, a lot of this weird shit about like some of my actual information being out there happened after that. So it was honestly, I mean, at the end of the day, I really rooted towards Andy No, which is why, when it comes to his ass, I I would have no qualms, saying how I'd feel about his ass. It was shut down. Well, that's good. Obviously, that's good. I'm glad that's the case. But still, it's just like... See, I feel like that might be like someone, that was following Andy No and was like an actual right-wing troll. Because I know because I was at those protests in 2020, right? Like, and there was a period of time where legit, these fucking right-wing trolls... There's also like Portland Andy. He was like another right-wing guy. I'm sure he still makes content, and shit like that on YouTube and stuff like that. You know what? Let me look it up right now. I bet he fucking does. Yeah, he literally streamed an hour ago. He has a Blue Lives Matter flag. Dude, oh my god. Oh, wait, he has a bunch of weird... But yeah, he does he basically does what I do. He streams for a lot, like a night and makes a lot of like multiple hours streams. Yeah, like at least once a day. 3 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, 3.5, 2.5, 4.5, almost 5 hours. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this guy goes on about as long as I do sometimes. So, I mean, but yeah, this guy's kind of a right-wing weirdo, and I know for a fact because there's somebody that was following him, but at least has somewhat of a good conscience. And during the protests, like they actually popped in on my saying, "Hey, what?" Just like where I'm at specifically, and they're like, "Yeah," because they were watching my stream. He's like, "Oh yeah, I know where he's at." Blah blah. Like so, which I mean, like I'm streaming an event, obviously at like that's in Portland. Like I mean, whatever. Like yeah, he knows where I'm at, like because he lives in Portland too. I mean, that's not really a big deal. Like if I'd never that of him that, so it feels like in my information, or whatever. Like I don't know if he was doing that or just being like, oh, I know where he's at, where he's streaming. Yeah, he's at so and so park or whatever the fuck. Like so, I don't know. I never saw it. I'm sure it's still up on YouTube if you go back on his archives. Back in like 2020 at some point. Because I know he covered that shit too. I don't think he actually went out there, but I know he covered it from the safety of his little home. Unlike me, actually going out there on the fucking front line, so I got more balls than his ass. So, I mean, like, I kind of rooted to these two Andys. Andy No and Portland Andy. Because, I mean, mostly on Andy No, because, like, when I got arrested on June 19th back in 2020, like, he straight up put out all my fucking information when it came to my arrest record, which included my fucking address, included my full fucking name, everything. And obviously, that could be used to find out different shit, like finding my old Facebook accounts, which I know one of my old Facebooks probably does have, like, where I'm employed, at least for now, but obviously it's old and outdated, so eventually that's not even going to be true anyway. Like, I mean, so, like, at least, yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, all it takes is like one motherfucker. And, for me, that was Andy No. And that's where a lot of these fucking, little off and on occasional, like, oh yeah, someone, like some troll knew your info and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's when that shit really started coming out. And maybe it's subconscious, but I think in some part why I kind of have firearms now is probably because of that. And to be fucking honest with you, to a certain extent, because it's like, I know how some of these right wing freaks act. I know how they, operate. And, like, and they could be fucking psychotic. So, it's like, and I got no problem, obviously, defending myself or my land when it comes to my home. I mean, it's my fucking stead, and I don't want no one fucking with it, obviously. And I think, and hopefully, people will feel the same way, when it comes to, like, other, people doing the same thing. I mean, they don't have to, like, have the gun aspect of it, obviously, but just, like, yeah, I don't want people fucking with me, and I'm going to have at least something to defend myself in my home. That doesn't have to be a gun, but for me, it is. But at least I know how to use them, and I'm actually responsible with them. I'm not an idiot, especially on these fucking like who really wouldn't know how to operate a fucking gun if an actual fucking like drill sergeant taught them. Like, I mean, like if anything, that DS would actually fucking like probably be giving me some extra tips and the little tricks of the broader trade, because he might know some in and out info, while because I actually know my shit. I'm not a fucking idiot. So I mean, it might be, at least maybe for me, probably a subconscious thing, but it's not the main reason. Yeah, there's an off chance that one of these weird right wing psychos, that might live around here, that might be tangentially aware of me because of some freak like Andy No doxing me, because of X, Y, or Z, and thus wants to, be like, oh, I have an opportunity to go after justice, take one out of my own community. Exist. Like, I certainly, have a very strong suspicion I know a guy at this point, that is neighbors of one of my coworkers, who certainly could be one of them, because, like, I've heard some pretty interesting stories about that guy. And the dude also wears like a Pepe with a clown wig, that says Clown World on it for a t-shirt sometimes, and a few other things that kind of make me feel like the guy is the embodiment of 4chan walking around. So, and and frankly, the fact that I know there's a story with the Homeland Security actually looking and asking questions about him for some potential weird, strange emails he sent, that kind of confirms that suspicion in my brain. So I know these motherfuckers, even around here, live here and shit. And I don't know if there's an off chance that guy, might know some weird shit about me, just because I know he follows, similar circles that in the past have doxed my information, but they don't go after or just, figure out the bigger names. They'll go after the most obscure motherfuckers. Because honestly, I mean, I'll occasionally, lurk at some of these, more surface level right wing forums, and even those places, they say some weird, crazy, fucking freaky shit. So I can only imagine what like 4chan or 8chan or those chan sites fucking look like, where a lot of them, harbor in their little sewer pit. I can only imagine what it looks like there. Ugh. Ugh. I should just, I should study that, actually. I should find, like, some, I should go, like, on the /poll and just, like, lurk. I think, I mean, just lurking there and observing what the fuck they're saying ain't gonna do anything to me, so I ain't gonna know that I'm lurking, so. And honestly, they know for a fucking fact they probably got motherfuckers, that are, like, feds and this and that lurking there anyway, so. I'm sure it's granted that they know there's probably some lefties lurking around there too, but they don't give a fuck. They still see it as their little safe haven. Because I guess, no one truly knows who's saying what, I suppose. But either way, it's like, I I really wonder how deep, their fucking like sensation goes for weird, dude. Kind of like weird just feeling about like, this normalization of like extremism and conspiratorial like right wing thinking and like I just got this. There's just a fucking weird feeling about it. It's because there's a reason why I have such like a radical bent, towards kind of like keeping it in the sewers where it kind of fucking belongs a little bit because like that shit being more normalized and becoming more of a fucking problem from like hate crimes to like to all this shit it's genuinely fucking concerning to me. Like it really just shows a mass degradation of what's going on in America that is not fucking pretty and it's really kind of fucking scary. And problem is growing regardless. Like so, that's not saying that like oh somehow like Biden or Trump or this and that are going to somehow make it better or worse. It's just getting worse. Like it's just a growing problem, regardless. Like, so it's obviously more rooted to it besides just like who have to be paid, which I really hate how, like, some people really kind of hyper focus at that. Because this problem of fascism and overt Nazism, even, like, this isn't unique to Trump. This has been a problem in America for a long fucking time. And it's really starting to boil to the surface. And sure, Trump is normalize and exacerbate some of that, but he ain't the only motherfucker. He's a symptom to this. It's quite a range of characters from a British guy to a Kentucky redneck. It's a way when you just look up. Well, I'm not going to say my last name, but my last name is a very British surname. It's a Anglo surname, so which I frankly don't like. I'd rather have like any other surname, like a Nordic surname, a Germanic one, an Irish one, like literally anything else. To be fucking frank with you. I'd be fine with any other surname, but like even my like Texas side of my family, their surname, like I don't ironically prefer that, and frankly, it's not really that much better. Well, it is, but not by that much. Like I said, it's very white for me. You officially changed your surname to Husky. Huskinsky. I don't know. I can see what variation of that could work. Yeah, I can see what like variation of that can maybe work. Huskaman.
Alright. And did
Oh no. Yeah, I was gonna do that, but it's actually I want.
Oh, you heard the...
Yeah, you heard a pork bun. Yeah, yeah, a little prancing over here like a little.
Somebody heard Peppy Tree.
Yeah, the treat of a pork bun. Like these big buns that cannot lie. Oh my goodness, look at you. Yeah, you want to look like a pixelated ball? You could be seen in the court of law as Ignar Husky the Fourth, but that would imply that there would be like at least an Ignar Husky the first, Junior, Ignar Husky the First, the Third. So, I mean, like this implies that I would have kids, and thus they would fuck, and then those kids would fuck, and then those kids would fuck, and I don't want that. That also sounded really bad out of context, but you know what I meant. Like, it's but like, that just, I don't want that. I don't want like my degenerate offspring, profligated around. I'm already a degenerate. We don't need more of me. I mean, politically, sure, but Not the degeneracy. There's already enough of humanity out there doing that. But man, even though the like bitrate is still kind of roller coastering, it seems like it's still kind of. Oh well, now I just took a fat fucking shit. Okay, well, the more I pay attention to that, the more I'm getting annoyed with that. Okay, well, you know, I need to stop being annoyed by it. I still want to react to things. I'm still in that vibe. I still want to figure out what the fuck that like scam thing is, and I know we won't be able to enjoy and appreciate that at all here. So enough lollygagging. I shall be meeting all you jets, ladies and MBs, and everything else in between over there. Because this roller coaster bitrate shit is, frankly, now that I'm looking at it again, it's driving me fucking ridiculously nuts. Hopefully, maybe reinstalling the Streamlabs app will work. I'll deal with that later, but for transitionary purposes, we'll make our way. Yeah, make it so, number one. We'll have to beam down to the land of the Zuck. The Zuck. Oh, come on, hold on. We must beam down to the land. What, can I not zoom in? Dude, what, can I not do that right now? It will not let me do that. God damn it. That really kind of like undermines my whole but okay, whatever. We should not beam ourselves down to the land of the Zuck. I guess I have to just like really get in there. Well, get a count and get it. Will release waters tomorrow, because we don't really need to react to anything, when I'm waking up trying to get my brain active, for work. So, we'll at least test the waters and maybe see what happens, after I reinstall Streamlabs and all that bullshit. So, we'll figure it out. So, anyway. Jesus Christ, wow. What a way to take a fat dip as I wrap it up. Thank you for proving the point of why we're going to Instagram right now. Thank you, YouTube or Instagram, or YouTube or Streamlabs. My brain really wants to mix Streamlabs and Instagram together. I don't know why. But, thank you, Streamlabs and YouTube. Fuck both of you. So, yeah. Yeah, thank you, you silly apps. So, to the land of the Zuck we shall go. We'll definitely continue and have a little fun and at least listen without any problems. But at least listen to some stuff. So, to who will make us soon, I shall see you there. But if not, then see you in the next one. And hopefully won't have this problem over here, next time.